Water. Water is life. And also water can be death. How did this come about? Why am I saying that water is life? And again, I'm saying that water can cause death. Water. That is the only commodity that every human being on earth or any creature, plant, animal need for it to survive. Water. Why is water so important to a poultry farm? Why can water cause havoc on your poultry farm? Why can the lack of water cause a lot of diseases on your poultry farm? In this video, I'm going to tell you what are the benefits of giving your chicken water. Is it just water or is it clean water? How are you able to manage water on your poultry farm? How will you be able to give your chicken clean water? Why am I saying clean water? If you are going to rear chicken like this, as they grow up like this on our poultry farm, you'll end up finding out that these chicken, which are around 3,000 in number, these chicken, they are currently around 6 weeks of age. Do you know how many liters these chicken consume in a day? I want you guys to guess. I want you guys to guess. These are 3,000 chicken. I want you to guess how many liters of water do these chicken consume in a single day. I want you to comment down below before I tell you the correct number. I just want you to comment down below. And why am I insisting that you should give your chicken clean water and not just any kind of water? You can see our brooder. These chicken have really grown well, and we are continuing to prevent any diseases from occurring on our poultry farm. You can see we have proper ventilation on our poultry farm, meaning we have proper aeration on our poultry farm, meaning we will be able to prevent a lot of diseases on our poultry farm. Because if you are in this poultry house, you will be able to feel a very cool breeze coming into this poultry house. And if you feel a cool breeze, that means that these wood shavings will be able to dry up and be just this dry. And when they are this dry, that means that there will be no time that your chicken will end up getting some diseases, because the microorganisms usually find themselves in a wet area and they start to form there. But if you have a dry litter, that means you'll be able to prevent respiratory diseases from attacking your poultry farm. So I want to tell you how many liters this chicken consume in a day. Currently, these 3,000 chicken, which are 6 weeks of age, they are consuming 6 bags of 50 kg per day. That is 300 kilograms of feed per day. That is what these chicken are consuming per day. Do you see that? So, if these chicken are consuming 300 kgs of feed per day, what amount of water should this chicken consume or intake? If you have such chicken on your poultry farm, okay, and you want your chicken to grow up properly without any defects, without any problem, you just want them to grow up very properly and for them to have a return on investment. For the money that you will have invested in this venture, you want it to come back. Okay? So what will you be able to do? Make sure when you're giving your water to your chicken, make sure you add some multivitamin in them. Why am I saying multivitamin? Let me show you. I'm not advertising this company, but I want to show you something. This multivitamin is known as amylite. You see, it's a water-soluble powder. This is a multivitamin which is non-medicated, meaning it doesn't have any antibiotic in them. And why am I telling you about the amylite? If you are giving your chicken water with this vitamin, electrolyte and amino acid supplement, the benefit of the amino acid in this, it will be able to fasten the growth of the chicken. Those are the simplified protein. They are known as amino acid. So they will be able to be absorbed faster by the chicken. This will enable the chicken to absorb the protein faster. And the benefit of an electrolyte here, an electrolyte usually help in case there is a lot of heat in the chicken coop. If there is a lot of heat in the chicken coop, this will be able to control the body temperature of the chicken when the chicken has consumed it. So that's why we have amylite here, which has an electrolyte in it, which is one of the beneficial factor if you are rearing chicken. So I want to tell you how many liters of water does this chicken consume in a day. Remember, they are only 6 weeks of age. I think you have waited a long time, but you really need to know how many liters of water does this chicken consume. As you can see, this chicken over here, they consume an approximate of 600 liters of water per day. 600 liters. Do you know how many liters that is? That is a lot of water. And they are only 6 weeks of age. So tell me, what if they will be laying? How many liters of water will this chicken be consuming? According to my estimate, this chicken will be consuming around 1500 liters of water per day. Just see that, 1500 liters of water per day. Only 3000 chicken. So what if you want to put up a production line whereby you are keeping over 10,000 chicken? What do you really need to do? The first thing I will tell you, if you want to rear like over 10,000 chicken, make sure you have sunk a borehole. Not a well, a borehole, whereby you come with those rig, then you sink a borehole. Because if you just dig a well, that water will be gone in no time. That means that your chicken will be consuming around, if they are mature laying chicken, they will be consuming around 5,000 liters of water in a day. Not in a week, in a day. So for example, if you are buying that water, let me say you're buying it from maybe the government, they usually call the county council government, something like that. How much money will you be wasting on water? So if you really want to keep chicken properly, make sure you have dug a borehole. And I also want to tell you this, because there's always one denominator in everything that happens. And what is really that is the denominator? If you have dug a well, it is the first time that you have dug a well. The only thing that you should do, guys, make sure you have disinfected the water. And how do you disinfect the water? Or can I say treat the water? Make sure you have treated the water with chlorine. Okay? So you have treated the water with chlorine so that it can be able to get rid of that microorganism that is in that water. Okay? That you can do it like 1 to 2 months before the chicken arrive on your poultry farm. Because I found out that I went to one farmer whereby his chicks were really dying. Every time I sell to him chicks, they were really dying and they were getting this typhoid. So I wondered what was the problem with the chicken getting this disease over and over. And when we took the water from the well and then we took it to the lab and tested it, we found out that it had some microorganism in it. So the only way that was to solve the problem was to treat the water. You can end up getting some diseases over and over on your poultry farm, and you really don't know what may be the real cause of those diseases on your poultry farm. Just your chicken are dying, you have maintained all biosecurity measures on your poultry farm, but your chicken keep on dying. And that is what we don't want. So then we came to the realization that that was the main cause, the water. So if you have dug a well, make sure that in that well you have treated it before you start giving that water to your chicken. If you do that, you'll be able to save yourself a lot of money in the buying of antibiotic and treating a disease that won't be healed, and also you'll be able to gain something out of this venture, and that is what we want to do. Yes, so that is my topic on water today. So if you really want to know how to put everything in order on your poultry farm, make sure you follow this channel. And also, in addition, make sure you keep on giving your chicken the multivitamin over and over for proper growth. Because you know, for the birds that usually go outside, they usually get those vitamins from the grass, the plants that they usually eat in the wild. But if your chicken is just indoors and you haven't done that, you'll end up finding out that maybe your chicken are not growing up properly. And make sure for every 1 gram of feed that you give to your chicken, 1 gram, you give it 2 grams of water. So that's why our chicken are consuming 6 bags and they are taking 600 liters of water in a day. And if you do that, you'll also be able to prevent a lot of diseases occurring on your poultry farm, because if the chicken has enough water in the chicken gut, it will be able to dilute those diseases in some way. And that is just how it is done. So guys, if you haven't watched the video on how to prevent diseases during the rainy season, make sure you click up here. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below where you're watching us from. Thank you.